Today we'll be talking about how to attract and keep skillful people in our cycle. And I'll be having my guest, Bishop Shane. Network kicked us out. We started this before. But there's something I have for us this evening. If you need a support group, a business support group, you can click the link in my bio to join a business support group that can help your business, give you the information you need to scale your business to grow. You connect with like-minded people, network with people, and there's a lot around it. So just click the link in my bio. You will get, then you join the business support group. Let me invite Bishop Shane. I actually started this before, but network. All right. I'm waiting for Bishop Shane to join us. I hope he joins us soon. So basically, before he joins us, everybody needs um, to have skillful people in their niche, in their cycle. Because even if you are the best in the industry, even if you are the best of your kind, you can't do everything alone. And business is such that you have to get to a point where you now you now have people do the things you used to do by yourself for you. So having skillful people around you in your niche is very, very, very important. We cannot overemphasize. We cannot overemphasize it. So this evening, like I said, Bishop King will be joining us very, very shortly. Very, very shortly. Um, so what do you think about having skillful people? For example, I am a marketing strategist. Yes, it involves running ads, um, giving strategy, business strategy to people, helping people walk that journey from having no sales to having a funnel to having leads, then to closing sale. All of those processes, I can't do it myself. So I need skillful people. And beyond our niche, we need skillful people to help us out. There are some that will come that you don't have to necessarily pay. They could get paid through training. All right. Okay.
So sorry. I had, to, I had to also answer
Yeah.
another person quickly. I'm just Jesus. All right. Okay, so you were saying
Yeah.
something.
Yes, so I said it is very important to have skillful people around us. There are some that based on the level we have, there are some that we might not be able to afford. But if we are not paying them monetarily, there has to be a way. There is always a mutual benefit. So I've watched you from far. I've seen people that are not just coming to help, but they are pivotal people in their own industry. Yes, they are part
Yeah.
of your community. There has to be something you are doing right. That's exactly why I brought you here. And I want you to share so much that when I tag you or when I collaborate with you, you'll be
Okay.
able to share with your audience also. Because I think it's something
Okay.
everyone must learn.
All right. So thank you so much, Emoji. Thank you for bringing me here. I think I'm seeing my friend from Canada, Jude Akins.
Oh,
Emoji. Thank you for joining. He's a
wow.
pastor. And I mean, what I just
Okay.
did now is also a way to keep people, recognize
Wow.
people. Don't just, I mean, it's very important to recognize people.
Mm.
People that are valuable. Yeah. All right. So let me start by saying this, which is very important. Now, as much as we like to you know, everything will still boil. I mean, everything will still go down to networking. But one thing I want to really talk about is it's
Okay.
very important for us to attract those that can do what we can't do. How do I put this
Mm.
now? I mean, it's always good to build relationship. Try to get, because if those you are attracting alone, those you are trying to bring into your circle are the people that can do. I mean, yeah. I mean, they are the people that you can do the same thing. Then it won't worth it. So sometimes it's good. Like in my circle, in my team, I have different people because number one, it takes humility for you to agree that you can't do some things yourself. I mean, it takes a whole lot of humility, and that is why you used to hear a word like hire your weakness. I mean, how do I put it now? Yeah, should I say hire your weakness or hire those you feel that can hire those you know that can feel the capacity, the areas that you are weak at, you know. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is this: you number one thing, you must agree that you can't do this. Then you must agree that you need skillful people in your circle, because you know I jot down some things on my system this afternoon, because one of the things you need to know is that skillful people are not only advantageous to your personal growth, not just your personal growth, but also they are vital for your professional success. We're going to do anything.
Mm.
Can you hear me?
Okay. I think I lost him. Okay.
All right.
I think okay, we are back.
So, like I was saying, I said, okay, so personally in my team, in my circle, I have different people for different stores here. I have someone that is so good. See, you can't learn everything. I know you want to be better. I know you want to do this, but the truth of the matter is you can't learn everything. So I have another person here, Motun Global, a professional photographer. I mean, she's on this life. She's a very great woman. A woman you should look. I mean, I
Wow.
think I'm going to even connect both of you. She's a very, I mean, a woman, very solid, very solid. One of the women we need to look out for in our
Wow.
generation. Very solid woman. Recently, Dr. Obi Okwesili followed her on Twitter. Aisha Yeshufu or
Wow.
whatever. I shared her tweet tonight. I saw it tonight. Shared her tweet, and so she's an awesome
Wow.
woman. She's a celebrity. All right. So as I was saying, I said in my circle, I have someone that send broadcast mail, because the time I will use in learning that, I can use it for another thing and to be productive. Now, so when I was
Exactly.
coming, you know, when the network went off, that I had to go, that you sent me a message to join the second time we came. I was on call with one of my team members. She quickly called me. They are working on our website. I'm not the one. And the truth
Mm.
of the matter is, I'm not saying we should just be there. I want to be doing things for free, blah, blah, blah. But I'm saying that these people are very, very necessary. And you need to make sure you have them in your circle. People that can do what you can't do is very important. I will just wake up in the morning and I will say that something that we posted on our Instagram page. Most times I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about them. We have people that does graphics and all those things, because number one, I agree that you can't do everything, and it takes a whole lot of humility to keep these people in your circle, because the truth of the matter is, if they are not gaining anything, if it's not profitable for them, they will leave. That's what that is. See,
Mm.
it's not, if they are not
Wow.
getting any profit, they will leave. And I'm not talking about money. You know, okay.
So
Please
what
come.
I think I should help you
Where you want me to go?
navigate
Okay.
this live session. How do you attract
All right.
them? Because
So
I think that's where
okay, so
it
the
starts
major
from.
thing you need to attract people that are skillful is that you yourself must be doing something that is valuable. Nobody wants to waste. I mean, nobody has the time to waste. Nobody. Everybody wants to. And the truth, you used to say this thing that success has many friends. Failure, nobody wants to associate with failure. So one of the things you have to do is that whatever you are doing, make sure you are doing it well. Try those that are skillful. And this way, I mean, I'm saying that you should push well. And I said something the last time we were at we did something like this. I said number 2, know how to introduce yourself is very important. Introduce yourself skillfully. I don't want to go back to you need to attend conferences and all. In the place when you introduce yourself and people know what you carry, people know that you are valuable, then they want to associate with you. From there, you start attracting them. I mean, you cannot. You see, the truth of that is you attract your kind. That's like you attract your kind. So if you ask, okay, we've met quite a number of times. It was business that brought us together. Out of business, we got into some discussion, and like that. It went more than business. We've been doing stuff together for years now, more than business. So what brought us together? It was during our conversation. You saw that, okay, this person, this is what you did. And I remember that we even had to go for a conference together one time like that. Because at first, I think I was going for a conference. We didn't go for the first one because I didn't inform you. But the second one, we went together. What I'm saying in a nutshell is that because we shared almost the same thing, it was very possible for us to attract each other, and that was why we're okay. Let's do this. So what I'm saying is that you yourself, you must be skillful. You must know what you are doing, and you must do it well. God forbid, if you are not doing anything, you attract those that are not doing anything. Like I said, nobody wants to waste their time. That's you attract those that are not doing anything. Because somebody that is doing something with his life is not ready to mingle with someone that is not doing anything with his life. We might be friends, we might be going to the same church, going to the same mosque, going to the same school, but you have your circle. I mean, that's the truth. And somebody said something, the person said, how to weigh your life is that look at the 5 closest people to you. Then you already know your future.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can still hear me. So can you hear me? I think the network went off.
Yeah, I can
all right.
hear you.
So
Yeah, I can.
All right. So like I said, the closest people to you is a picture of your future. So if they look like if there are people that are not going anywhere, it's so glad that the such person is not going anywhere too. I know Joshua Seba said something that was very heavy recently that I listened to. He said, if you have 5 foolish people around you, you didn't count them very well because they are 6, actually because they are part of them.
There are 6.
That was a very serious one. I listened to that thing more than 10 times with God. So let me run. Now, one of the ways to attract them and to keep them is that you have to cultivate a positive and supportive environment. It's very important. Create a supportive and positive environment. Because anybody coming, for them to stay in your circle, they need to feel valued and supported. I saw some of my guys coming to join this live session. I talked about them. Motu Click is my friend. She's my friend. She's in my circle. Immediately she joined this platform, I talked about her, which is very, very important. Celebrate them. Talk to them. Talk to people about them. Let people know them. That's what I said. It takes a whole lot of humility so that don't feel threatened by anything. They are skillful in their own side and you know what you are good at. So you guys are not into a competition. Let your environment be comfortable for them. Give them platforms. Just like pastors do in church. Pastor know that he can't play keyboard, he can't play drum set, he can't sing. Imagine a pastor say, okay, I don't want anybody to come to this altar. I just want to be the audio. He will die before time. And it's not even possible. So the best way to keep them is that you give them platform, let them have an enabling environment, which is very important. Respect them, encourage them. See, if you are doing this thing very well, you'll be surprised that you will find skillful individuals. They will want to remain with you because you are not, how do I put it now? You're not trying to overshadow them. Like I said, you can't do this thing alone. I mean, even in the season that we are now, what we really need is collaboration. And that's the truth. Collaboration. Nobody is trying to outshine the other person. Nobody. You know, I was talking to my friend recently. I was telling her, I said, see, I want us to have a group whereby we can follow each other up. I mean, that we can lift each other, which is very important. So you come from this area, I come from this area, I come from this area, and we form a group and we start pushing. It's not a time that I want my name to be out there. We have to push. So, I mean, that's the best way. So once these skillful people know that this is a comfortable environment for me, they will be in your circle. Once they know that this person is not trying to, it's normal. They'll just be there. I mean, let me move to another thing. Like I said, offer opportunities for growth. Every skillful people want to develop their ability. They want to be better. They want to be more. And I was like, you know, like I said, I was talking to somebody yesterday. Let's have a group. Oh, okay. See, she's saying, Lord, I think it's happening to the group already, Bishop. Let's have a group where we can learn, where we can move, where we can follow each other up. All of us can be great. So it's not a time. So give an avenue for growth. It's very important. Give an avenue for growth. Provide platforms for learning, maybe workshop, whatever. When you show genuine interest in their growth, they are more likely to stay with you. And that's the truth. When you show genuine interest that I'm interested in what this person is doing, I'm interested in this person's growth, they will stay with you and they will contribute their expertise in your circle. They will do it. It's normal. They will do it. See, I will use that's in this life. My spiritual father is an example I always give. And that's the truth. We know. Before we went into this life, we've chatted. And that's the truth. Not about this live session, but I'm just saying that it's someone that is concerned about everything. It's not just your spiritual growth. It's not just coming to go to church. You not come to everything. And that's why people like us, before we push anything out on social media, we check that, okay, when we post this thing out, so, you know, and we still remain there. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is that everybody wants to stay, every sensible person will like to stay where they can grow. They would like to stay in the midst of in a circle that they know that these people, the person here, or these people are intentional about my growth, which is very important. Let me move. I've said this again. Collaborate on meaningful projects. This is what we want to do. How can we go by it? How do we do them? How do we do this? Collaborate. Everybody wants to see, like I said, everybody wants to be engaged. Sensible people. But I assume that we are sensible. So everybody wants to be engaged. Everybody wants to be busy. Everybody wants to be busy with something that is working. So do meaningful projects, do stuff together. They will stay comfortably. See, you will have them. You'll be like a magnet that is bringing people. You start magneting people skillful people. I get to my point. So do meaningful projects, collaborate, involve them, recognize and utilize their skills. It's very important. Know that this person is good. Okay, so now recently, we are planning for our conference, and I asked people to come for volunteers, but there's some certain how do I put it now? Department that was not on the flyer, that I know that this person is good at this one, come. This person is good at this one, come. So that it won't cause issue. Once you recognize their skills, you know that this person is good at organizing. Okay, let me say this out there. The major thing I do in my team, the major thing I do is to look for funds. And because of the access and because of the access God has given me, is to look for how to speak with our guest speakers. The organization, I'm not so good at that. I have someone that organize. I have them. I have people. I have someone that is in charge of the volunteers. I have people that see. I have different people. So now I know what I can do. I know I can go and meet people. I know I can use. God has given me the grace to meet people, access and everything. I can use that. But when it comes to organization, I have them. In fact, I will tell you that this conference that we are planning, I think I don't really know much. I was asking somebody today, where's the result? They have submitted it to the HO, what they call it now, head of personnel. I said, okay, talk. I've not heard anything, but I trust her enough. Trust them. I trust her enough in what she's doing. I said, oh, okay, good. At the end of the day, they'll bring it back to me. Most times I didn't even read it because I trust their judgment. I'm just telling you. So recognize their gift. Know that this person is good at this particular point and utilize their gift. Once you recognize the skills, you can utilize it. I think that's very important. Promote networking opportunities. This is very, very important. Promote it. Like what we do, we organize events and everything. Try to expand their networks. I don't know if I get to my point. Try to expand their network. It's part of being committed to their growth. While we're talking now, I said something. Why I'm using her as an example is because now she's on this live session. She told me, she said, once you are going live, let me know. Now, why I'm using her as an example is this. Why Motu Global, when she did this live session, immediately I saw her, I told you. I said, this is a woman you need to meet. This is a woman you need to know. She's this, she's that. It's someone you can bring for your live session. Are you listening? Now, I've said a whole lot about her. I'm secured. So now, this kind of person, she knows. And by God's grace, this is not the first time I'll be talking about her to people. And not only her, people that are around me, that I know they do stuff. I will tell them to people. So now, this kind of person will be safe around me. We know that this person is not trying to look for anything. This person is concerned about me as well. You get the point? So I'm not wasting my time with this person. You get? So try to expand their network. It's very important. Let me people talk to people about them. It's very, when you go for meetings, you've not met this person. This person, even if this person is not up to that level, just say it. You don't know this person. Talk about their good works. Expand. So they will be glad. They will be glad because they know that anytime they are with this person is concerned about their growth. Don't just sit down and use people. I am not depositing anything valuable into their lives. They will run away. Once they see a better opportunity, they will go. But as a people that see better opportunity, they will be there, but they'll still be with you. They'll still be concerned about you. That's the major thing. So we really need to learn that. Try to expand people's network. Every valuable person, every skillful person around you, try to expand their network. Don't be selfish. Don't just stay there alone. You want to be here. This life has a way it turns. One day, okay. Show gratitude. Show gratitude and appreciation.
Wow.
Let them know.
Yeah.
You appreciate them. Let them know. Don't know it in your heart. Show it. Like I used to say, and like I hear, God is only God that sees your heart. Men will not understand you until you talk, until you show it. Now only God shall be your heart. Yes, it's only God. That's the truth. Even in the Bible, Samuel was to anoint a king. He saw someone that was looking like the king. Physical appearance. He wanted to judge with the physical appearance. That's a prophet. He wanted to judge with his physical appearance. Because he's not God. We judge with physical appearance. So what I'm saying is this. Appreciate them. Let them know. Let them know. Make it. Appreciate them in so many ways. Show gratitude. And give them gifts. Whatever. Anything. When people are appreciated, they feel more connected. That's the truth. They feel more connected. That, oh wow, this person knows what I'm doing. You even feel you want to do more. That's the truth. They are likely to stay connected and engaged. I mean, when people say, oh wow, thank you for what you are doing, I see you. During my conference last year, a lady joined late and she was she happens to be one of the volunteers. At the program, I recognized her, and as a matter of fact, I gave her a plot of land. Not me. A company came and said they wanted to give land. This was they didn't vote for them. I called out two people. I said, this lady, give her a plot of land. This other person, give him a plot of land. They gave the two of them. Now, they are still here to today. Did I buy the land? No. Did I get anything from the land? They are still here. As a matter of fact, the lady now is the head of personnel, and she's working heavily. I didn't ignore what they've done. Even the guy is one of my graphic designers. If I call him this night to come, the only reason why he will not come is maybe he won't get back again. We used to have issues, Oga, what they are doing is rubbish, all these things. But they know that at the end of the day, I will still appreciate them in my own little way. Even if you cannot give them gifts, simple thank you. If you don't appreciate people, that means you have an entitlement mentality, and people don't want to stay with you. There is no day I want to have meeting with my team. Is one of my usual thing I say. It is a privilege to have you here, and I'm not taking this privilege for granted in any way. Let them know. And that's it, because most of them, you're not paying them. So even if you are paying them, show appreciation. I mean, and after at the end of my meeting, I will still say it. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I say it in every, even if I have fought, if I have done, if it was, because we used to have a brutal meeting very well, I would just say, you're not serious. At the end of the day, I'll still say it. Thank you so much for being here, because I can't do this alone. I let them know. That does not say I'm stupid. That does not say I'm daft. That will not reduce me, because of the truth, I can't do it alone. So I will let them know. There's no, you will know. There's no, so thank them, appreciate them. Is very, very important. So the truth of the matter is this. See, this one is one thing that you must know. At a particular time, nobody will stay with you forever except your wife or your husband. Know that one. It's important to know that one. Nobody. Be ready for a change. Be ready. Except your husband and your wife. Oh, that's the truth. Be ready. So I'm saying that when it is time for them to go, let them go. And they are not, I mean, let them go when it is time. It's the truth, though. Let them go. See, don't cause issues because they are going. And when they leave, please hold this. When they leave, don't say anything bad about them. Because you saying something bad about them when they leave is sending signal to those that are still with you. See, they might stay, they might contribute to it. Yeah, that's true. But you have sent a signal to them, they will go back and think about it. So when we leave, this is the same thing. even
Same,
if
same.
they have done you bad, even if what they've done is not really good. I don't know if you can hear me, let me know, because okay, you're still here. So even if what you feel that they've not done you and all those things, be careful, because whatever you do is sending a signal to those that are still around. And the truth of the matter is, those that are still around, they still have a way they communicate to the person that has left. So
Exactly.
that's the truth, though. They still have a way they communicate. You just be ready for that change. That's true. Nobody, people will not stay with you. The only person that you are sure of that will stay with you forever, by God's grace, is your wife or your husband. Some people might, that is true. So some people
Yeah,
might
yeah.
stay with you forever, but you're not sure, you're not certain. You're not sure, you're not certain. I think the network is breaking. I don't know if some people can still hear me. Okay.
I can hear
So you're
you.
not sure, you're not certain. That's the truth. But the only person you're sure about is your spouse. So I think I want to round up now. Now, this is it. Separate your personal goals from advancing the group's objectives. Sometimes
Okay.
it's not just about you, it's about the group. We have a team. And you know that there are times that we get carried away, and you find out that you are pursuing your own personal goal, your own personal, now sometimes we feel carried away, and what you do is to pursue your own personal growth. But please strike a balance between pursuing your personal goals and advancing the group's objective. Strike a balance. I'm not saying you should not pursue your personal goal, it's important, but please don't ignore the group's objective, the goal. See, they will stay with you when they know that both of you are contributing to a collective goal, a collective purpose. They are likely to stay with you. That's the truth. Once they know that
Mm.
this thing is a collective thing, not just you, is a collective thing. So people are likely to stay with you, which is very important. They are likely to stay with you. So please be conscious of this. So I will say this, and I don't know if there will be any question, but let me say that the key to building relationship, this kind of relationship, to nurture this kind of relationship, lies on trust, respect, and shared aspirations. Trust,
Mm.
respect, and shared aspirations. Learn to trust them. They will trust you. Respect them. Respect them. It's very important to respect. Is very important. Respect is very important. Respect your people. Yeah. So, like I said, give them all these things I've mentioned. We give them an enabling environment. We give them a conducive environment, and they will be sure that this place that they are, they will not depreciate. They know they will learn new things. They know they will learn stuff. They know that this person is concerned with their life and everything. They will stay with you. Thank you. Let me take questions.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, we have blown me away just as usual. Thank you so much. Well, there are some things that I never thought of that you mentioned tonight. I must say I've learned a lot. If nobody joined this live session, if I was the only one here, I think I'm fulfilled. I'm fulfilled. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Especially the point where you
Mhm.
mentioned that nobody will stay with you forever. I think many people are making that mistake when people pull out of your group because perhaps something came up for them, they had to do something else, or maybe the time they were using
Mm,
to help the team, they wanted to use to
mm,
make more money to fix some things. Then you feel okay. Perhaps you've even invested in them, you help them to learn that skill they are contributing. Now they left the group and you felt offended that after all I've done, and then not knowing that the team, those on ground, are
Yeah.
learning what you're doing. Now they feel okay, so this is the same thing we do to us. That was very, very profound. That was very, very profound. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So number one is you. I think most of the things you even spoke about are soft skills, like appreciating people, and most of us we ignore it. We feel it's not so important. Somebody did something instead of it to, and then the way he said it made it more, made it make more sense, because you can appreciate people by saying thank you, I appreciate your work, but there is an extra mile to it. You can take your time
Everyone
and really
writes
celebrate the
notes.
person such that
Yeah.
the person knows that no, this one, you can even celebrate the person more than what he or
True.
she has done. Now the person will always
Do
be
more.
looking forward. Apostle Sam also said, he said, no, there's nobody that does not like
Everybody
to be
likes it.
celebrated. There's nobody. And we all
Yeah.
love to be around people that celebrate us because we all want to feel good. Wow, thank you so much. And most of the things you mentioned, they are not hidden, but most
Yes.
times we neglect them. We feel it's not important. We feel, oh, I've
Yeah.
done so much for this person. Especially when the person is
That one.
younger than you or you are better than the person. You just feel, oh, my boy, thank you, you are doing well. Meanwhile, because when I look at it, you can't, even if you are very good at graphic design, a time will come when you don't have the time to do it again. You don't have the time to do it again. You need somebody that might not even be as good as you to step in the game and fix it for you. And that was so profound. That was so profound. I need to listen. I will have to
Thank you.
rewatch this video over and over again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. For me, I don't have any
Okay.
question. The question I will have
Oh, okay.
asked, you've answered them already. And they are
Thank
very,
you.
very, very clear.
Thank you.
Very, very clear. Thank you so much. And the Motun Global, wow, you
She's
came
really
through. Thank you
global.
so
It's
much.
not, that name is
I
not
need I
just
need
there.
to
She's a
bring you
global
on this
woman.
live
That's the
session.
truth. She's a very global woman.
Wow. You always follow global people now. It's global people that
Global.